Hello, everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. It is November 1, 1943, so we are entering a new month. And, we had some opportunities there in October. It didn't pan out, and I don't know why his tankers tend to be lucky. Either we miss or I mean, we've hit some, yes, but swear we have more misses and more duds on tankers than any other vessel. And sometimes even the big ones, like that big tanker we just had a dud against. And we've also had a high dud rate. I thought we were basically back to 10% or less. And it feels like we've had about 25 or 30% dud rate. I don't know. That's just kind of a hunch. I'm not going to analyze it. I'm not that uptight about it. All right. If you watched last time, you saw me try to, or discuss anyway, resetting my air attack here in northwest Thailand, and hopefully our bombers go. I have an aircraft moved into that hex now, so we should be seeing some damage to these aircraft. I could have sworn an aircraft was set to combat mode to slide into that hex, but it is what it is. Okay, we do have flak here. And we do some damage, even destroy one, so that's good. Not seeing our aircraft at work at all. Okay, this is what I was hoping we could get in there. Because we're going to attack today. And we hit everything. Hopefully do enough damage that our assault is successful. Or at least we don't, get wrecked in our attack. Yeah, it looks like we've hit everything he has here. Every ground unit here has been hit at least, mildly damaged. Alright, this is to bomb the airfield. He's got aircraft here, and we're moving ships in. And whatever he's got here, I do not want to be flying and bothering us. We did some recon, so hopefully I actually did not pay attention if our recon spotted anything. But the goal here is to if he has anything here, damage aircraft and minimize his chance of spotting our ships as we approach Sadata. And it looks like he had Emily's here and Pete's. Now the Pete's, I don't know the range, but I'm sure they're relatively short range. So that was a good hit. We destroyed the air base. The Emily's probably don't care because they're floating out in on the dock, but we were able to hit some with this raid. 11 supply hits. I'm not sure how effective that is as far as extra supply units. And here's some more, so let's see how we do. Now remember, each of these bombers carries 10 500-pound bombs. So that's a lot of damage. And I'm not paying attention to how many aircraft we're destroying. So we'll find out when this is all over. We're mostly hitting the infantry. I wish we hit the tanks, and there we go. At least hopefully some attrition. I guess when I say attrition, I mean wearing out their morale and disruption and fatigue. All right, afternoon. Let's see if anything happens. Okay, those cancellations you just saw were probably afternoon recon missions, and I'm not too stressed about getting them off the ground. Bad weather prevented anything there. An afternoon sweep is cool because we can get in there and, pardon me, and destroy any lingering cap, but he hasn't been capping stuff here anyway. Alright, so here's the usual bombardment at Wuchang. See this Indian heavy AA regiment sitting there, but did not do anything. Mildly frustrating. Okay, bombarding here on the road to Mole Mine, but that's all we can do at the moment. But hey, we're getting in there. Now, we lost a bunch of stuff, but look at this, 10 disabled. He's gonna have to get some supplies in here to replenish this. Hopefully we're treating him down. Here's our deliberate attack, and looks like the bombing mission worked out to perfection because his assault value is nil, and we do 6-to-1 odds and kick him out of the hex. And should take a lot of casualties here, and we can pursue him now down the road, or well, not road, but there we go. He's still got guys heading northwest, but I wonder, I don't see any units here. Wonder if he thinks that's an empty hex. He's going to be in for a big surprise when he runs into my tanks. So we destroy a lot of vehicles. Doesn't have to be tanks. Some guns and a lot of other devices. We take minimal losses. That was this is what I was hoping for a couple days ago, but the bombers didn't go, and this time it was successful. Now we can see where we want to pursue in the future. Maybe start bombing this hex here in central Thailand. We will see. And there we have it. Now let's see if we get any. Okay, some major bases are building up. Karachi, very important one. Perth. airfield, although we don't use that airfield except for training. And let's see if we get any reinforcements. I may take have an intermission here just to show losses, air losses particularly, and then we'll jump right into the 2nd of November. Okay, so the air losses weren't as high as I would had hoped for him anyway. They're a little bit higher than I wished on my end. But he lost several Emily's and Pete's on the ground there at Tarakan, so maybe he'll withdraw. And looks like a Helen to flak, and you can see a Sally to George. Okay, Allied aircraft, you can see these are just a bunch of ops losses from normal operations. And then pilots, anything? Nope, good. No losses there. All right, now we don't know, but we heard a sinking sound, and we don't have any indication of what that was. But I'm going to jump off here, and we'll see you very shortly. All right, we're back on November 2, 1943, and see what happens today. Not expecting much. I don't even. Oh, actually, I'm expecting something. I have something going into Port Blair, I think, today. Well, we missed that one. That's unfortunate. But we have another chance here. Ooh, we get a torpedo into this cargo ship here, the Dutch O-24. Okay. I don't hear it sinking. Okay, check this out. He's got a bunch of patrol boats in here. We came in to bombard, and we caught him unloading, I presume. But let's see if we can knock some of these out. Okay, we got a hit on the Nako Maru. Yeah, we caught him by surprise here. He's probably bringing supplies, I guess. I'm gonna let this run for a little bit because we never have any surface battles, do we? But after a minute, I'm probably gonna move on because this could be a while. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these patrol boats. Yeah, we're using it looks like 4-inch guns, 7.5 inch. So we're using up the big guns as well. That's fine. And we got more where that came from as far as like you can see all the ships we have coming in. Now we got destroyers involved. 4.7-inch guns. The Rotherham. Relentless. So I'm gonna move forward here, and so far so good. See if we can see. Probably not all of them, because I mean, although they're slow, we should be able to keep them pinned down. But there's two that barely. One took a small shell hit. Another one basically didn't get hit at all. And if they're carrying anything, they either totally unloaded or it's supplies and they're but we got a few of them. That's probably one of those that said heavy damage and hadn't sunk, but now it's also gone. They're probably extremely cheap boats, but that's fine. We'll take the win there. Probably like 2 or 3 value ship boats. Bombarding here. We should be unloading. Oh yeah, we brought in this Australian task force as well. This one is I'm bombarding, including the um, screens, except for, of course, the screens are we only have four of them, and then that's going to go home and resupply, refuel, resupply. All right, so we sank a few of their ships, and then we still bombard with what ammunition we have left, and then we'll head home. All right. So we don't do a lot of damage. Well, the main thing I was hoping for is the supply because, to minimize what he's carrying or holding there. But yeah, this task group is unloading troops. We may have surprised him here, I'm not sure. I know he didn't see any of our ships. There was no sight on our ships by him. Now he'll know we're there now, but we're bringing we've got air cover. We should be okay. Oh, 6 hits. We didn't we didn't watch that one. I sometimes I like to see those so I can see if that's funny. There you go. Sometimes I like to watch those battles so that we can see how his sub is faring at if we had good solid direct hits or not. Alright, so this should be okay. He's coming from here, somewhere up here. We should be able to shoot these guys down before they get to our important ships. This is, we'll call it a turkey shoot. He's got no escorts. Okay, we shoot them all now, so that's fine. But there again, okay, so we've got flag position here. We got it in the hex, ready to fire back. So we should start doing some damage to his aircraft today. It occurred to me, I think an aircraft was here and slid in during land phase, so I don't think we had any aircraft in the hex when he bombed yesterday, but now we do, and we should be able to shoot some of these aircraft down, or at least dissuade or affect his aim as he tries to avoid the an aircraft fire. He's only at 10,000 feet. I'm surprised we're not reaching them. Yeah, that wave we damage a few. Alright, we're hitting the to see if we can get any more aircraft on the ground. Nope. But now I'll probably try to get oil now that we've kind of cleared that area. So we've bombarded here, and now we're bombing. One group, we've got two groups, one coming from Tungu and one coming from Prom. The one from Tungu is hitting the port. We actually made some good hits there. And then the one from Prom is hitting the airfield. There. So there are still aircraft here. Got an caught an MLH cargo out here. So we keep trying to chase down that one submarine, and the fact that we're still bombing it tells me it's probably not destroyed. Okay, let's see if we can shoot down these zeros and then get to those 5 Bettys, but at least he only has 5 left and not 28. And one thing I was just now thinking of, these Bettys probably have good pilots, so the fact that we were able to shoot down 28 of them was like a huge boon for us. Then this one comes with zeros, which if he had brought these zeros, these 20 zeros came with the 28 bombers, it's possible some of them would have gotten through. We don't have as much cap as I would like, but we do have a significant amount. I think these P-47s are at the limit, like the long extended range limit, because I think from Kinari to Sidata is 9, and the P-47 are probably right at, that's probably their extended range even with drop tanks. But look, just noticing we actually have several of these FM1s, and look, F6F's in action too, so we should be okay. I'm gonna knock this out here. So we didn't get to the Bettys, but it looks like they, oh, maybe we did. I didn't see any of that action, so so far this has been relatively productive. Sally's. Okay, that's interesting. We already have a bunch of M1s in here, so maybe we can shoot down some of these Oscars and get into the Sally's. It's good. Okay, so 5 of the Sally's get through. Let's see if this is going to be another one of those days when he loses a lot of aircraft. Again, hopefully a lot of good pilots. Yeah. I forgot the vengeances. I kind of rested everyone. are flying in very, very piecemeal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much longer these guys can hold out. There we go. Couple retreated. Still holding. Alright. This garrison, we should just sweep it aside very easily, no problem. I'm gonna keep going at it. I think we're okay taking the occasional loss, and don't forget those are messages are subject to fog of war also. Well, I think so far so good. I think we're in good shape. We're gonna take a look around the map briefly, and yep. I guess wanted to start up here where we got a couple of squadrons of fighters. It looks like some Spitfires. So we'll get them on the map and in the action shortly. Presumably, although he doesn't have a lot of fighters opposing us here in the Southeast Asia theater. Okay, let's look at this real quick too. His patrol boats are fleeing. We hit the base. Wow, we almost got all the way back to Rangoon, and so that's great. We can get back and get rearmed and maybe repair some of this damage. We'll see. But he's running away. I don't know if it was a supply mission or not, but that was successful. We still have decent supplies for a little while still. I'm debating when I want to bring this in, but he also keeps putting some destroyers to hinder us and has destroyed some of our ships as a result. All right, let's take a look at losses. All right. So I was gonna say he probably lost 100 planes, but then I knew that was gonna be kind of high. Looks like 87 aircraft to 8. So 10 to 1, we'll take it. Technically 11 to 1. Now this 98, that's incorrect. But let's see what it comes to. A lot of these are probably overstated. But you can see here pretty devastating, especially in Betty's, because he's probably going to have pretty good torpedo pilots there. Um, and then but he may have pilots he can pull from somewhere else and air units probably in the Marianas he can bring over Sally's, Oscars, Zeros. You can see all that. We did destroy 2 Emily's, even though the report said 1. We lost yeah, some air cover over Sadata, and you can see some other things here. Okay, but we'll take it. We'll take the win. We did lose one pilot. That's very unfortunate. And let's take a look at these. But oh, 10. They're worth 10 points. This I-24, that is saying maybe we did sink it, but I don't know. I never heard it sink, although it's hard to tell sometimes. It's very quiet when sub sink. But we sank more than four, I'm pretty sure. But these are like carry 1,000. That's as good as our AKLs, but faster and good endurance and good cargo capacity. Plus, it has uh, armaments. So these are better than our ACALs. In which case, that's also why they're worth 10 points each. But I'm pretty sure we probably sank like six of them. Um, so that's 60 points, and yeah. So that was a good day. All right. Now, let's take a look around the map, I guess. Uh, okay, we should be able to pull the trigger on Wachia soon, and then Majuro, and I think the rest of these are probably uninhabited, but we can recon them, uh, at our leisure. That's something we can just do whenever, because I'm not gonna jump into invading some of these places just yet. Now, Uliti is probably doable, but they're again going to have some serious carrier cover, and I don't know if KB will come out to play and things like that. Um, but these guys, we're just going to go ahead and attack. This is kind of a no-brainer situation. So we'll assault this, and then we can put our sights on Monado. And the port damage actually isn't bad, so we'll be able to repair this very quickly. We're going to keep the surface combat here for anti-aircraft support with 4,300. And we got the CV escort with 2144, but mainly because of the aircraft there. I'll check on our fighters to make sure we're not overstretched. Um, oh, it's only 8, so that's doable. We'll keep an eye on fatigue though. I don't want to lose too many of these guys. Mm. But yeah, we'll secure this. Start building up the port. Probably no. Well, the port is worth 0, so we'll probably just build up the air capacity as soon as we can. Although we got to get some engineers in here and whatnot. We got things coming, but primarily I want to focus on Monado as soon as we secure Sadata. Okay. And then, yeah, this was a place, a graveyard for a lot of aircraft. And then back up to Burma. Here again, we sank several ships here at Port Blair. Didn't encounter that sub, which is fine by me. And also, I don't know how much supplies he got in here. Since each of these carries 1,000, it's possible he got all 8,000 offloaded before we sank him. It looks like he's still coming at our tanks, so that's funny and interesting. We're still crossing here. Yeah, this guy, I'm gonna rest. No, that's right. I'm leaving in combat because of the engineers. I want to build up this base a little bit at least. Expand the. Repair. That's what we're trying to do is repair that base. Um, but we're 2/3 of the way through to encounter these guys here. Let's see, anything else standing out? Just to be sure, because we had these guys flying without sweeps. That's dangerous. All right, now moving over here, our flak is in position, and we damaged or destroyed some aircraft here. He attacked us here. We've got very little left, but we're gonna keep holding until he knocks us out. But we got a lot of supply issues here, which is unfortunate. And I guess the trickle of supplies up in here is very slow, um, because we're trying to push supplies into China with aircraft and with the Burma Road, but it's just so terrible. Um, just need to get a bit more into Xi'an there. But yeah, you can see the situation and that we're holding in various places. I am pushing across this river again to try to interdict some of these supply routes. Gonna position here, here, and here again. So his supplies have to take a have a circuitous route, and then and he'll pursue us again, which is fine. It throws hopefully throws him off a little bit. Not probably not much. All right. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it. You kind of can see the picture as it is this moment. Our aircraft carriers, you kind of saw them spot phantom subs, but we're heading to San Francisco to hopefully take a break and get repaired and back out to sea so we can raid the Bay of Bengal, Andaman Sea, get in here and clear this out, and yeah, move on. Hopefully we catch some stuff here when we get here. It's gonna be probably, I'm gonna say 2 months from now, just because of the logistics of getting our ships, first of all, to San Francisco repaired, and then they got to go all the way to Balboa, and then from Balboa to, um, well, maybe we'll go to Cristobal. But anyway, from there to, I think my decision was Aden, but I'll double check because I've done the math, and it looks like that's probably the best. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time when we talk about November 3. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.